My sister stared across the Sunday dinner table and said, "Maybe you don't belong in this family." My parents didn't correct her. They just went quiet. A week later, while they were on a family beach vacation I wasn't invited to, their house started flooding, and suddenly everyone needed me. I'm 28, and I've been the unofficial family butler since I was old enough to hold a wrench. My sister Olivia is 32, and has been the golden child since birth. She got lessons, camps, a new car at 16. I got hand-me-downs and lectures about responsibility. Olivia went to college on my parents' dime and graduated debt-free. I worked my way through school and clawed my way into a decent career. My graduation celebration was a text. "Proud of you, champ." That's when I realized I wasn't someone to invest in. I was someone to call when things broke. Olivia married Brad, whose family has real money, and my parents basically adopted him emotionally. Then came the wedding gift. My parents bought Olivia and Brad a whole house. When I asked for help with a condo down payment, my dad laughed and told me to manage my money better. The math wasn't mathing, so I stopped asking and started handling everything alone. And yet, I still got used. Her car, her internet, furniture, a weird noise at 11 p.m. I kept wondering, why do I keep showing up? Because some dumb part of me hoped the next favor would finally earn me a real place at the table. Olivia got pregnant, and suddenly pregnant became her magic word. My parents revolved around her like she had her own moon. Every conversation, every plan, every ounce of energy went to Olivia and Brad. 3 months ago, my parents announced a big Florida trip to Destin. Family vacation, my mom said, smiling. Then she listed rooms for my parents, Olivia and Brad, Brad's parents, Brad's sister, even her kids, and never mentioned me. So I asked, "Which room am I in?" Table went dead quiet. My dad cleared his throat. "Well, sport, it's really for Olivia's immediate circle. Space is tight." 2 weeks later, Olivia slid the next demand across the table like it was normal. "Oh, by the way, we need you to house sit while we're gone." "Both houses," she added. "Plants, male. Make sure it doesn't look vacant." I said, "No." Olivia blinked. "What do you mean no?" "I mean no. Hire someone." My dad tried the old script. "Your sister's pregnant. Be supportive." Then Olivia snapped, loud and clean. "Maybe you just don't belong here. Maybe you don't belong in this family at all." After that, I looked at my parents. Next, I waited for them to shut it down. Again, they didn't. My mom stared at her plate. My dad mumbled, "Don't make this difficult." That was the moment I understood. They agreed with her. I stood up. "Thanks for clearing that up." I walked out. Nobody followed. I sat in my car for 5 minutes, still hoping someone would come apologize. Nobody did. So I went home and made a plan. Within a week, I moved 45 minutes away, changed my number, and blocked them all. No goodbye speech. No announcement. I just quietly removed myself from their lives. 5 days into their vacation, I checked my old voicemail backup. 15 missed calls. Olivia went from demanding to frantic. Then Brad, "Man, please, something happened with the house. Call us back." I felt nothing. Just this calm little click in my chest. They didn't miss me. They missed what I did. On Monday, my mom tracked down my work number and caught me between meetings. "Honey, thank God, a pipe burst in Olivia's basement. The house is flooding. You need to go turn off the water and call a plumber." I said, "Call a plumber." She snapped, "Why would we call strangers when you can handle it?" I kept my voice flat. "I'm not part of the family, remember?" She called me selfish. I hung up anyway. My hands shook afterward. Not from fear, more like my body didn't recognize boundaries. My dad emailed me a guilt sermon about family, so I marked it as spam. From what I heard later, the water damage was brutal. Karma is great at math. A few weeks after that, I called my cousin Trevor, a relative who actually felt normal. He told me he'd been watching them treat me like the help for years, and he'd stopped coming around because it made him sick. Looking back, I wasn't grieving my family. I was grieving the version of them I kept begging to exist. I updated my emergency contacts and beneficiaries, replacing my parents with people who actually show up for me. It's been almost a year now. I've got friends, routines, peace, and a real sense of self that doesn't depend on being useful. If you were me, would you have rushed to save their flooded house? Or would you have let the people who disowned you finally deal with their own mess?